Hey you guys, it's Ari the doll, you already know what to call me. And I'm back with a new video. Today's video is not gonna be too long. Today's video is gonna be about progesterone. So I myself am actually going on progesterone in 2 weeks. And so I just wanted to make this video to put some information on what progesterone is out there to, help other dolls like myself might want to try progesterone who, So I'm not gonna make the intro too long at all. I'm gonna actually just get right into it. Progesterone is a part of feminizing HRT. So what is HRT? HRT is hormone replacement therapy. It's a form of gender affirming care. And in the sense of trans women, its purpose is feminization. In terms of trans women, HRT usually consists of estrogen and an anti-androgen, and then eventually progesterone gets added. In terms of cisgender women, progesterone is produced primarily in the ovaries, and it plays a big role in the menstrual cycle as well as pregnancy. Now that's not applicable to us, however, progesterone still has many benefits towards trans women, as well as the goal is to ultimately mirror the hormone profile of a cisgender woman, and in order to do that, you need progesterone. Progesterone is used as a supplement to estrogen, meaning estrogen is first introduced and initiated, and eventually progesterone gets added. Estrogen is usually initiated with an anti-androgen, and then eventually you get put on progesterone. You don't have to go this route, but people choose to. Progesterone can be administered in many ways, just like estrogen. It can be taken orally, it can be injected, it can be a cream, you can take it as a suppository. Me personally, I'm gonna be doing the suppository method, and it's basically you put the pill up your... Not glamorous, it doesn't sound that glamorous, but it's actually the best way to administer your progesterone. Oral progesterone doesn't have the best bioavailability, whereas the suppository one, where you put it up, it has the best bioavailability. And me personally, I like to take the methods of administration that has the best bioavailability. That's why I chose to do estrogen injections, and that's why I'm gonna do the progesterone suppository. People have what works for them, because some people, they be doing creams and stuff and that works for them. So find out what works for you with your doctor. I just know with me, I'm doing the suppository. I need those results. The dosing does vary by individual, but I see most doses between 100 and 200 mg. So I assume my doctor's probably gonna put me on either 100 or 150, and we might just go up to 200. I don't really care, I just want to start progesterone, period. Now we're gonna get into the potential benefits of progesterone being added to your HRT regimen. One of the biggest benefits, and probably the most sought out after, is breast enhancement. When you add progesterone to your HRT regimen, it gives you breast development that estrogen alone could not do. This means fuller and rounder breasts. Estrogen alone can't do that. This also means more development to your nipples, where when you go on estrogen, your nipples do change, but progesterone, they change, but they don't look fully female. Estrogen alone won't be able to do that, but once you go on progesterone, your nipples enhance even more and they begin to look more female. By going on progesterone, you get fuller and rounder breasts, as well as more nipple development. Progesterone also helps your boobs grow bigger as well. They say not to go on it too early because if you go on it and you don't have enough breast development, it can actually stunt your breast growth. Be careful with that. Don't go on progesterone for at least a year or 2 years. I'm a little impatient, and to be honest, I've had pretty nice breast development where they're there now, and that was really it. They just need to be there and developed to a certain point before you should go on progesterone. For some people, it might take longer to get to that stage, or you might not just care. Go and talk to your doctor and see what'll work for you. Another benefit from going on progesterone is mood stability. So estrogen is known for like mood swings, irritability, and all that as your estrogen levels fluctuate. Progesterone is known to like soothe that and like help with mood, help with your sleep. You're supposed to like sleep better. Just, yeah. Going on progesterone, you get even more fat redistribution, which means even more fat is going to your thighs, even more is going to your hips, even more is going to your chest, and less is going to other areas that the body doesn't deem feminine. Another benefit to going on progesterone is increased libido and sexual function. When you go on progesterone, your libido is increased. Your libido comes back. When you go on estrogen, you lose your libido for a period, but you get it back. When you go on progesterone, after getting it back from estrogen, your libido increases. So not only do you get your libido back, but it is increased. Your sexual function is increased, but it's wired in a female way. So that wiring is just amplified. I talked about in my 1-year HRT video about finally starting to experience female arousal, and that is kind of what I'm talking about. But progesterone takes it to the next level. Sorry if my voice is getting quiet. It's like 4:30 in the morning. I'm always filming a video at night. I need to stop. And the last major benefit to going on progesterone is overall increase in feminization, meaning everything that estrogen is doing, progesterone is just going to amplify it. Feminization that you get from both estrogen and progesterone is like a step up from the feminization that comes from estrogen alone. Now we're going to get into some quick myths about progesterone as well as side effects. A myth is that progesterone is only necessary for cisgendered women, and that is not true. While it's very crucial to the menstrual cycle and pregnancy, in terms of trans women, progesterone helps with breast development as well as mood stability. Another myth/misconception is that trans women need progesterone, and that's also not true. Estrogen is a lot of feminization on its own, and to some girls that's more than enough. Some people might not want to go on progesterone, some people might not be able to, either for health reasons, financial reasons, or access. Just know that if you don't go on progesterone, you're gonna be fine. It's okay. Some side effects of progesterone can include, I'll say the ones that more so come in the beginning. The ones that really come in the beginning as you bloating and headaches. Those side effects usually come and go after the initial stages of progesterone. Another side effect could be breast tenderness because, like I said, progesterone does help your boobs grow in size, in roundness, and fullness. So your boobs are going to be extra tender, but that also is a similar experience because going on estrogen, your boobs were already tender. So a scary side effect, like a serious scary side effect to starting progesterone, is possible DHT production. Some girls that take progesterone come to find that it causes a back door for testosterone. And let me explain that for you. Progesterone can bind to certain receptors, and because of that, it causes DHT production. DHT is a testosterone, so you can be on testosterone blockers, but like it won't block the DHT production from the progesterone. In order to block the DHT production, and let me just add, the DHT production side effect does not happen to many people. It does happen though, and a way to stop it is by going on a DHT blocker. A DHT blocker is different from a testosterone blocker, but they're in the same family. Going on a DHT blocker when needed while being on progesterone stops the backdoor pathway of DHT production. If your body is producing DHT, even if your testosterone levels are muted, because DHT is a bit different. It's a derivative, but it's not testosterone. You'll start smelling like a man again. You'll start growing body hair, facial hair, like. So you want to find out if you do go on progesterone, ask your doctor to do blood work for DHT because it can show up in as little as 2 weeks. And from there, you can either go on the blocker or stop progesterone. And I just want to say, that side effect does not happen to many people, but it does happen. That was my progesterone video, you guys. I just wanted to make it as quick as possible, and yeah. Thank you for watching. I hope you found this video informative or helpful. I'm starting progesterone in exactly 2 weeks, and I have a bit of a choice with my doctor. I can ask my doctor for the form that I want. My doctor's probably gonna suggest the oral one, but I have my reasons for wanting to do the suppository, and I don't think my doctor would be against it because initially my doctor had wanted me to do the estrogen pills, and I asked for the injections, and he gave it to me. Thank you for watching, and the doll's offline.